It remains to be seen. I'm given to understand that the Madras High Court oath-taking ceremony is just beginning right now. These are the visuals that we are even getting on our screen live from the Madras High Court, where we can see all of the judges who have gathered there for the oath-taking ceremony. So the oath-taking ceremony has kicked off. This is a big breaking news that we are getting you to our viewers live right now. These are fast-paced developments that are happening, even as the Supreme Court hearing is underway as to whether or not this appointment is even valid. The oath-taking ceremony in the Madras High Court has kicked off according to the schedule, and it will remain to be seen exactly as to whether or not the Supreme Court can pass an order before Victoria Gauri takes an oath as a judge of the Madras High Court.
Well, absolutely. We are in fact staying with these pictures from the Madras High Court and try and go across to Pramod also for more details on that. Pramod, if you can hear me. All right, Nalini continues to be with us. Nalini, explain to our viewers, if Victoria Gauri were to take over as a judge of the Madras High Court, in terms of this matter playing out in Supreme Court, on whether she is fit to be appointed or not, given the hate speech that she's made on the political positions she's taken in the past, how will things move from there?
Well, Sneha, like I just told you, in case Victoria Gauri goes ahead and takes the oath as a judge of the Madras High Court, then the only process to remove her then will be through impeachment, which will then have to be initiated by the Parliament. The Constitution specifically says that no sitting judge of any High Court or the Supreme Court can be removed through any other process except for that of impeachment. And that is not something that the Parliament in the past has really ventured into. There have been only 2 known cases of High Court judges getting impeached, and even those 2 judges had submitted their resignation even before the impeachment proceedings could be completed. Remember, there was also an attempt to initiate impeachment proceedings against the former Chief Justice of India, Deepak Mishra, but that was something that was shot down by the Parliament and could not be proceeded with. But at the same time, in case the oath is administered to Victoria Gauri today, before the Supreme Court is able to pass its order in this case, then it means that she will only and only can be removed as a judge through the process of impeachment and not any other way. I'm given to understand that we have Victoria Gauri.
I, Lakshmana Chandra Victoria Gauri,
having been appointed as additional judge of the High Court of Madras,
having been appointed as additional judge of the High Court of Madras,
do swear in the name of God
do swear in the name of God
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established,
that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India,
that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India,
that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my ability, knowledge and judgment
that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my ability, knowledge and judgment
perform the duties of my office without fear or favor,
perform the duties of my office without fear or favor,
affection or ill will, and that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws.
And that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws.
Sit down and do that. Madam?
Okay, so we have Victoria Gauri taking oath as the High Court judge in Madras. These are pictures of her oath-taking ceremony, which is in fact underway right now. We have Victoria Gauri as the judge of the Madras High Court, even as things are moving fairly swiftly in the Supreme Court of India. Very interesting and rather unprecedented developments. Pramod Madhav.
by virtue of power vested in me by Clause 1 of Article 2 of the Constitution of India Thank you, my lord. Now I read the warrant of appointment of Thiru Pillaipakkam Bagu Kudumbi Balaji. By virtue of
Okay,
power
Nalini
vested in me
continues
by
to be with
Clause
us.
1 of Article
Nalini, this is
224 of Constitution of
unprecedented.
India,
Has this
I,
ever
Bagu
happened
Kudumbu,
before,
President of India,
where
hereby appoint
we have an advocate taking oath as a judge of the Madras High Court or any court for that matter, and in Supreme Court there is actually a parallel hearing to get a sense of whether she is fit to be the judge or not?
Well, absolutely, Sneha. This is unprecedented in every sense of the word because such dramatic turn of events I don't think have ever been witnessed in this long-standing tussle that we have been seeing between the centre and the judiciary over the issue of appointments. Even after the Supreme Court had specifically stated yesterday that the collegium had taken note of this matter and they were currently reconsidering as to whether or not Victoria Gauri should be appointed as a judge of the High Court, the circular came out that she is going to be taking oath as a judge at 10:35 a.m. today in the Madras High Court, and that's precisely what has happened. Without any order coming in from the Supreme Court so far, Victoria Gauri has taken oath as a judge of the Madras High Court. Now the Supreme Court, after an oath has been administered to Victoria Gauri, the Supreme Court cannot possibly come out and strike down the presidential warrant of appointment because now she officially becomes a sitting judge of the Madras High Court. But at the same time, the hearing before the Supreme Court is currently underway. The lawyers are arguing. It remains to be seen how this hearing concludes as to whether or not the Supreme Court is even going to find it fit to indulge into this matter, because there was a clear sense of urgency that was made out by the petitioners, but despite that there was no urgent hearing that was really granted. The earliest that they began hearing the matter was at 10:25 a.m., which was only 10 minutes prior to the oath-taking ceremony. So it shows that the Supreme Court, either on the administrative side, wasn't really sure about how to go about this case, because like you pointed out, Sneha, it's unprecedented in every sense of the term. And at the same time, with no stay coming in on the presidential order, the oath-taking ceremony has been conducted for Victoria Gauri. Remember, there are 4 other people who are also taking oath as the judges, which is why the oath-taking ceremony is still underway before the Madras High Court. But at the same time, Victoria Gauri has officially become a sitting judge of the Madras High Court. This means that if there is any possibility of her removal, it has to be done through impeachment. And if there is any order to the contrary that comes in from the Supreme Court, it might have little to no effect now regarding the appointment process itself.